Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 4 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we had a new match for our Howl Prince. So Howl Falcon was paired up with a female of his previous clan leader's choosing. So Frond, who you guys are familiar with, she was with us beforehand, Daisy Quake's old mate, who was exiled after his murder, she was brought back. And not only that, she was basically shoved into the position of leader because Lupine Star decided that things were failing in the clan and she shamelessly did not want to take responsibility. So now Frond is Frond Star, and she fulfilled her agreement for coming into the clan by taking on Howl Falcon as a mate. Now they did go on a patrol right at the end, and they came across a small dog. Howl Falcon was the one who kind of jumped into that fight and got away with a few scrapes, but they managed to, chase the dog away without too much trouble. But I don't know if that was enough for them to build any sort of connection. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen between the two of these cats. So let's go ahead, dive into the leader's den. We are going to roll the dice to see how Fronstar is going to handle the next gathering. And I got a 10 on the D10. That's Chirp Clan, and I got a 4 on the D8, which is Offend. I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but I feel like this whole season, our leaders have just been trying to offend other clans. But thankfully, the previous season's leaders have given us a good enough base that nobody's turning neutral or hostile. Everyone's still staying allies with us. So okay, let's skip a moon and see what happens. No birth and death notices. Luminous Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. Luminous Clan doesn't have enough prey for next moon. During the gathering, Fronstar invents a story about Chirp Clan warriors crossing Luminous Clan's border. Instead of arguing, Chirp Clan's leader is horrified and promises they'll conduct a thorough investigation and punish the perpetrators. Chirp Clan relations are unchanged. You kidding me? Fronstar made a whole story, a fake story about someone else trying to cross our borders? Oh wow. Considering that she's a nervous cat, I'm surprised she has gone into this with, claws out. Okay, Lupine Claw wakes from yet another nightmare, feeling as though she's being haunted by the ghost of the one she grieves. Okay. So this was a nightmare. At first I was wondering, is she being haunted by Burrowshine, the aunt that she killed? But now that it's saying the ghost she grieves, I wonder if Lupine Claw, after failing as leader, has kind of regressed and she's back in that weird emotional spot, that spiral that she was in when she lost her daughter. And I wonder if the ghost that's haunting her is the ghost of her daughter Firefreckle, because that's the last kind of cat in her family to die. Huh, that is interesting. Howl Falcon is no longer all scraped up, thank goodness. Howl Falcon's bad leg is feeling particularly sore this moon. Mousestripe managed to recover from his heat exhaustion, and High Kit has gotten a running nose. Okay, our cats, not doing too well. So we don't have too many that are going to be able to go out with us. We literally only have 3 cats. Well, that's one more than we had in the last moon. But everyone who is not grieving is okay so far. But let's dive into the medicine den. Lupine Claw was given Juniper as treatment for grief-stricken. Tornfern was given Ragwort as treatment for recovering from birth. Howl Falcon was given Cobwebs as treatment for scrapes, and then he healed up from his scrapes. Howl Falcon was given Daisy as treatment for weak leg. Mousestripe was given Ragwort as treatment for heat exhaustion, and then he recovered from his heat exhaustion. Okay, let's see how things are going in relationships and whether or not we might get an inkling about the new couple and how they're going. Stonespeck wants to be closer to Mousestripe. Stonespeck notices one of her friends talking to High Kit. Lupine Claw doesn't see why High Kit is upset about something trivial. Lupine Claw and High Kit often look at each other and smile knowingly about something. Tornfern compliments Magpie Heart on something he was self-conscious about. Magpie Heart hyped himself up to have a conversation with Mousestripe, but Mousestripe's gone somewhere else. Sunchill is amazed at how skilled Fronstar really is. Hal Falcon gives advice to Sunchill. It's not good advice, but Sunchill appreciates the effort. Fronstar gives Tornfern a big piece of fresh kill. Tornfern, Fronstar, and Hal Falcon had a nice talk while eating. Tornfern thinks Hykit is a very good listener. That's adorable. That you think that your son is a good listener, which, I mean, is good. But I feel like most parents would definitely be biased, towards their only child. Fronstar is wowed by how bravely Lupine Claw fought the other day. Okay, so Fronstar seems as though she has I think she's grateful to Lupine Claw for bringing her back. And I think maybe she's less critical of Lupine Claw compared to some of the other cats. Because Fronstar, she obviously, was, yes, exiled, but then brought back. So, You know what? I know I feel as though Lupine Claw, she, for cowardly reasons, stepped down from being leader compared to, the times that Stone Spec did, which, were honorable. But I'm wondering how the other cats feel about it. Nobody's really said anything. I think it's pretty clear when we see the loyalties towards Fronstar that a lot of the cats, they are not exactly pleased with the arrangement. Because if they were, they would believe in Fronstar and be loyal to her. They're not pleased, but I think they also know that there is no other way. Like, they need fresh blood. And if Lupine Claw is not, as one of, their wiser cats, not willing to step up, then they can't do anything but deal with it. So, just a thought. Fronstar, he has a nice story about Mousestripe, her ex-apprentice, which I love. Hal Falcon and Lupine Claw bond over something small. Hal Falcon gets a bunch of cats out for morning stretches, they don't like it. Mousestripe and Tornfern get their first stuff together with some sap. Okay, these two mates are being a little bit silly. And Hykit approves of Tornfern's recent efforts, probably to recover from childbirth, which is adorable, and her grief of losing her aunt. But that's adorable, because Tornfern, she was feeling really good about her son, and now her son's being supportive of his mother. That's great. That's great. But okay, that is all we have for events, so let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay, let us continue with the cat list. First up, we have loyalties, and surprise, surprise, we do have a change. So guys, Hal Falcon has actually decided to become loyal to Fronstar. This is actually really cute, and it's kind of the same as what happened in the last time Fronstar was a leader. I'm pretty sure at that time, nobody was loyal to her, and then Daisy Quake, her mate, became loyal to her. But then obviously he died and she was exiled before anything else could progress. But same kind of instance where Hal Falcon, her mate, has become loyal to her. And I think this is probably because of that patrol they went on together, and Hal Falcon realized that, he can actually rely on Fronstar, and I think that made him respect her a little bit more. And so he kind of feels as though, yes, it might be a good thing for the clan that Fronstar has taken over as leader. So that's nice. I do want to check to see how their relationship is going, even though we can't mediate. So let me check. Okay, so nothing really has changed. Fronstar and Hal Falcon are not in love with one another. Fronstar views Hal Falcon as a friend. He still, I think, views this as a formal arrangement, but he knows he can respect her for what she's done, and he can rely on her, so I think that's probably where his loyalty is coming from, which is nice to see. Those are some good foundations. But okay, let's see what everyone's doing for the day. Fronstar curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Lupine Claw is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw recently. Sunchill is crushing leaves under his paws. Tornfern saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Hal Falcon worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Mousestripe is wondering what Fronstar is thinking. Stone Spec is crushing leaves under paws. Okay, so Stone Spec and Sunchill, they are both at the medicine cat den, trying to do whatever they can for all the sick cats. Let's see. Magpie Heart frets that a fox might break into the Elder's den, and Hykit doesn't want to play because it's feeling a little bit sick with his running nose. Okay, so that's all we have for the cats. I really like Mousestripe, and the fact that he's been constantly checking in on his like ex-mentor Fronstar ever since she's come back. I think out of all the interactions, she's probably interacted with him the most. So that is very nice to see, I think. Very nice to see. Okay, I'm gonna cut the recording here and we'll continue with patrols. Okay, our medicine cat is down, which means we are only going to be sending out a hunting patrol of 3. And currently we have 9 prey, we need 20. So yeah, these guys we are relying, the entire clan is relying on them to be fed right now. So Mousestripe, Hal Falcon, and Fronstar, let's send them out on a hunting patrol. And please, please, please get some food for us. It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back something for the fresh kill pile. It is not Leaf Bear. It is Leaf Storm, so I'm hoping it's not going to get too messy. A storm descends, sudden and violent, putting an end to any other thoughts but survival. The cats dig a snow den and cuddle together, sharing what little warmth they have. Each cat takes a turn on the side nearest the entrance tunnel, selflessly risking themselves. So nobody got hurt, but this is bad, because we only have 9 prey and we need 20. Oh my goodness. We can only feed like 3 warriors with this amount of prey. The good thing is that everyone is stuffed, which means some cats, yes, are going to be going without a little bit of food, but we shouldn't kind of go into starvation. So fingers crossed that everyone is going to be fine and everyone who needs food is going to get food. But even with the cats that take a hit, because they're like really full right now, it won't be like too bad for them. So they're not, it's just that they're not gonna go to bed with full bellies. Ay. Okay, well guys, with that said and done, I'm gonna leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.